Hello everyone and welcome back to the Star Fox Adventures playthrough. Today we're going to be getting a lot done, and to start all of that off, we have a Thorntail running towards the R-Wing. If only he'd run under the R-Wing, then we wouldn't have had to help them. But let's see what he wants. This is easily like the most pathetic lowly thing they could have done for the Thorntail. They're scared of the dark. Oh my god.
I'll see what I can do.
That's pretty much my reaction. What Fox just said is, yeah, okay, stop crying about it, let me fix it. Now this, again, this is another example of the padding. I mean, like, why? Why do I have to... Why are they afraid of the dark? Why could I not just go to the fucking volcano voice... I was so angry, I forgot what it was called. The Volcano Force Point Temple. Why can't I just go there and fix their shit? Oh, anyway, because we have to do this, I might as well explain why. This tree here, this tree that's on fire but hasn't burnt down yet, what you need to do is collect these weeds, basically, and find those little statues that he pointed out earlier, and put them on there, then use Tricky's flame command. And that's it, just rinse and repeat, basically, but I guess it gets you to kind of explore the hollow, I guess. I can't really think of another reason why we'd be doing this. I just want to bring to attention again how good the music for Thorntail Hollow is. Like, it actually has different, like, variants of music depending on the, like, time of day, which I actually really like. That, like, there's morning, there's one for the day, one for the evening, one for the night, and I actually really like how it organically kind of transitions between them. Actually, I actually think Star Fox Adventures has one of those soundtracks where I personally can put it on and just sit and relax to it. It's not. It's kind of. I think I might have said this before, but it's that. To me, at least, it's that nice kind of middle ground between ambience and catchiness that David Wise did really well in something like Donkey Kong Country 2. One of my favourite themes is coming up. Looking up much later, but a Thorntail Hollow is definitely one of my favourites. I actually have to ask, who usually likes the fire weeds for the Thorntails? Because I can't think of anyone who could possibly do it, because none of them have hands. They just keep finding ways to make me hate the dinosaurs that they've created. God damn it, Rare. Too many times have I been playing this game and I've forgotten to open that gate. I should have done it earlier, but, well, I've done it now. Yep, this is the final one. It only took a couple of minutes, but it's still just... It's time that could have been better spent doing literally anything. Let's see if I can get these fuel cells before Tricky finishes lighting the thing. Only just. I feel like that whole kind of subsection of me helping the Thorntails with their fire problem was literally just so they would give me this key. Why can Fox not just find the key, like, on his way there? Or better yet, make the door that the key goes to not locked. God damn it, Rare. I do love how I started the playthrough by saying, you know what, this game's misunderstood. It's pretty good though, and I've ended up just getting slowly more sick and tired of it. Only for your amusement, though, people. Seriously. Any problems I point out, like little inconsistencies like that, I will fully admit are nitpicks, and they don't, like, hinder my enjoyment of the game. Like, just spending 2 minutes having to help dinosaurs that are afraid of the dark doesn't really bother me that much. Like, I'm literally only pointing out because it is there. I feel it amuses myself. For that little icon there for Fox's oxygen, that nearly rhymed. That puzzled me for ages because for years, don't ask me why, I always saw him without, like, eyes. Like, you know, the 70s Batman mask where it was just, like, pupilless. I always saw it like that for some reason. Again, like I've said before, always take the time to get fuel cells because we'll be needing them. Not next part, the part after. I always find it helpful just to get them whenever you can. Now this is like easily the most out of place area in the entire game. I don't quite understand where Mountain Park. It feels like it was made for a totally different game, and I guess it kind of adds diversity to Dinosaur Planet, but it's so strange and like kind of out there that I can't help but feel it's a bit misplaced. It doesn't feel like the path up to a volcano or anything like that. It just feels like an alien world. It feels like this feels like more Star Fox than the rest of the rest of areas in the game, I guess. Is what I'm trying to say. Talking of Donkey Kong earlier, here are some barrels. Now, another logical question I have is, how do they have infinite barrels? What are they putting in the barrels to make them hit us? You know, little things like that, really. And here's where we needed the key. Like, you can come up here before. Like, this is an area where you can come up here literally from the start of the game, but it's only after getting that key that you can obviously go through that door. I kind of like that. I like the fact that the area is pretty open to you, especially you can go to Cape, you can nearly go to Cape Claw, and like go through that area before even going and getting the first spellstone. I like that, but I like the fact that in kind of like, again, another Zelda parallel, you need objects that you kind of get throughout your quest to kind of be able to go like further into the world, I guess is the best way of putting it. Now there's a new enemy type, the huge shark claw. I find them a bit of a pain in the arse to fight, honestly, because they're blocking. They can just randomly block sometimes, and it doesn't feel very fair. Like, we'll see it a bit later. You see them, those variants of Sharp Claw, you see them most in Cape Claw. And I don't know, I feel like it's those ones and the green ones with shields that I hate fighting the most. I just don't think... I think it's too random sometimes. And the staff power-ups don't really help, in my experience. Like, we'll be getting one this part, a new one, and that's probably your best bet for use in a fight, really. I'll kind of explain why and how as we get it. Also, Tricky just fucking disappeared and reappeared like a ghost, and that was creepy as hell. That little bit of lag there, that wasn't the recording, that was actually in the game. That is like, that's probably like the biggest kind of glitch that you'll find in this game, where it needs to load the entire kind of... It only does it mainly when you're transitioning like to Thorntail Hollow and kind of out of it. Like, when you kind of land on Thorntail Hollow from the R-Wing, it kind of loads that, the Lightfoot Village and Moon Mountain Pass, but as soon as you're going to Cape Claw and this kind of area here, it kind of needs to load up a lot more. Got to keep that grub tub supply up. This bit of music that plays here, I think it's cheesy as hell, honestly, but like, there's a kind of like a little childlike kind of happiness that I get when I hear it, just because I know that it feels like I'm definitely progressing. Now, I actually like this type of puzzle where you have to shoot the fire blaster through the fire into the thing. It's not like the most unique puzzle in the world, but it's one of those puzzles where I feel like when I kind of solve it, I feel like I've accomplished something. It's simple, but I like it. Now, because as you can tell by that, you need the spellstone to kind of get in here. Once you get both the fire spellstones, you won't be coming back here ever again. You can't just like walk in, and I guess that's consistent with the world they've created. But I would have liked to have been able to like wander freely. It's kind of irritating on a personal level that I mentioned how difficult these things were to kind of defeat sometimes. Yet I'm defeating them very, very easily. Now, the green ones, the green Sharp Claw, I think are the most prominent on the game box art. But, like, you don't really see them that much. It's only, again, like, the Sharp Claw are mostly kind of, like, delegated to certain areas. Like, The yellow ones we're fighting here are the ones you'll be seeing the most in the game. They're basically for the normal areas like Thorntail Hollow and kind of like other sections of the planet. I keep forgetting that other planets, the sections of one planet. The green ones are kind of in this kind of area, and I think that's about it really. You see them in another Krazoa. Oh, sorry, spoilers. You'll be seeing them in a Krazoa test later. The big ones are kind of in, like I said, in Cape Claw and in the Ocean Force Point. And the blue ones we saw earlier are kind of, you only really see them in like Snowhorn Waste. Really, I don't remember seeing them in any other kind of area. Now, as for the Volcano Force Point, this out of the two force points we're going to be visiting in the game, this and the ocean one, I much prefer the ocean one, like the aesthetically, and I much prefer the way that looks. To me, this is like the cheapest fire temple I've ever seen in my life. It's not exciting to walk through at all. It's really boring. The ocean one, oh my god, I love how the ocean one looks, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Now here's another staff power up, the one that I mentioned earlier in the part. This is easily the one that I use. Well, I don't use it I barely use the staff in combat. The staff's magical stuff anyway, and this is the one that, if you have enough magical power, this is a big help. It's an ice power up, and basically you can, I don't know if I use it in this part, we'll see. But like you can freeze the Sharp Claw and hit them once and they instantly die. Now also, this is where they kind of just start throwing staff power-ups at you for like no good reason. They're not evenly paced out at all. Like, we'll be getting this one here, we'll be getting another one next part, and then like we kind of don't get one for a while, and then we get another one, and you're like, they're not very evenly spaced out. Again, I think that's just another kind of piece of evidence that the development cycle was a little bit haphazard. And that's the final fire. It's an indication of how short this place really is that we're nearly done in this. And the second time you come here, it's actually even shorter. Like, so we're nearly done in the Volcano Force Point for our first visit. And this is, like, when you come here the second time, you don't have to do these puzzles. You can literally just go straight down. But, like, for now, we have to do all the puzzles. How did Pepe get access to these ancient records? If he's referring to ancient records that Corneria has on this planet, may I remind you that this planet has only recently been discovered. How did they get these ancient records? And if you want to go for the argument that Pepe has gotten them from the dinosaurs, how did he get them from the dinosaurs? These questions are never answered in Star Fox Adventures. It's kind of weird, because like, they bring up this whole kind of point, but like, we already know this information. It's been explained to us that if we bring the spell stones, like, back to here, it'll be fixed. So like, explaining all of this again is kind of pointless and just brings up plot holes. Come on, baby, light my fire. No. God, that was a cringe. I don't know why I said that. That was really cringeworthy. This puzzle here, this always throws me off. Like, I always forget to do it. Like, see here, like, I run up to the door and then turn around. It's because I literally forgot that I had to do it. And so what you have to do is you have to climb up here and use your new ice power up to kind of, again, get rid of the fire. But you see the flame icon above the Y button, the cursor up on the top right there. That's basically, you're just assigning that so you can quickly use it. Not once, I think I use it once in this playthrough to show it off, but not once since, like, kind of picking the game up years ago have I ever used it. It's not like It's kind of like trying to do that thing in Zelda where like you assign an item and then you can kind of just get it really quickly. But because it's so handy, it's so quick just getting the stuff out of the menu anyway, it seems kind of pointless. I can't remember if it was in my first playthrough of this game or this one, but I do something really strange with the fire enemy. And yeah, you can actually use the fire to hurt the shark claw. There you go, look there. I killed one of the green shark claw by just luring him into the fire. It was actually the last playthrough I did then, where I killed all three of them, by just like they just kind of walked into the fire and like they all pretty much died instantly. It was like hilarious. It's just a shame I didn't manage to like recreate it. This is very Indiana Jones. But I like Indiana Jones, so that's okay with me. God damn it. Come on past me, get it together. Literally, as I said last part, tank it out. Like, Fox can take all this pain. Oh god, come on, Tricky. Just another... What was it the Queen said earlier? That he was going to be of assistance to us? Yeah, this isn't assistance. This is annoying. You're actively halting the quest. So what was it he was scared of exactly? That he was going to miss the platform? He's more likely to land on it than we are. We've got 2 legs. He's got 4. He's more likely to land on it. Is it the fire? Because as soon as the platforms were lined up, he didn't seem to give a shit about them. What is wrong with you, Tricky? God damn it. No, at least we're done with the, the volcano force point. I don't know what those... No, we're not going to attack my bats again. God damn it. I don't know what those, the fire rising up from the lower floor is, but it's a nice visual effect. I like the design of this room. It feels like it's a nice mix between the ocean force point and the volcano force points designs. It feels like this is kind of where they would naturally meet. I like it. Let's find where we've got to put this stone. And that's it, people. The first spell stone. That, it may seem like it have taken us a long time just to put this first one back. But trust me, the pace is going to quicken as we get more and more spell stones. Also, I've literally just noticed that spell stone's in the shape of a coffin. I hope that's not trying to hint at anything. Well, I guess we'll find out next time in the Star Fox Adventures playthrough when we, try to leave the volcano force point. See you then.